Hi, it's Tracy. I just wanted to tell you, I know when you go camping, everybody knows that there's a few things you have to have. You have to have your food, you have to have your clothes, you have to have blankets, you have to have a first aid kit. Or at least I have to have a first aid kit. However, there are some things that you can go camping without. You don't need to do it, but you really, or at least I really need to have them. So here's the list of some unnecessary items that you really have to have. The first two, the Level Mate Pro and the leveling blocks, are like big major items for my husband that he absolutely loves, and it saves him a whole lot of time. So that's a great Christmas present. He, or whatever, birthday gift, whatever, and he got his gifted to him also. It's great. The last two are something like my personal favorites, the Govee and the dehumidifier, as well as the bungee clothesline to keep me from banging my head. But here's a few things I have to offer that I think are really necessary. Tell me what you think. Here's the controller inside that he's got Bluetooth to his phone outside to show the leveling. The level mate on inside the camper, we see that we're off 7 inches one way, off 1.5 the other way. Have the controller in camper, basically Bluetooth to his phone. He can take that by the camper, level it out, and see exactly where he's got to be. Now that it's green from front to back, it's level from front to back, and we just have to work on the side to side. Makes it a whole lot easier than checking on your little bubble in the camper. Look at that. That leveler went on point right away. Okay, now it's time to bring the other part down. He's getting there. See, we can just watch the phone and tell him, there, he's there.
What?
You're there. So that little bit brought it down to 0 on both sides. We're good to go. This is something you do not need to go camping, but it's really nice to have. Great Christmas present. These chocks are wonderful because you can actually just roll front to back to see how much you need to see where you're at, instead of having to put the blocks under and keep checking and adding. Most people have a carpet. You'll see it everywhere. Do you need it? No, but it keeps a lot of the dirt out off your feet. If it rains and the ground's muddy, this does not get muddy. It keeps the mud out of your camper. Any kind of table to put your cooktop on. Good to have. It doesn't have to be like this. They have them in all sizes and shapes. You can have a smaller one. You can have just like a little end table type thing. Just a little single thing like this. Rolls up nice, compact, folds up, goes in a bag. You're done with it. But that's just this type. You might want to get any kind. You don't have to have it. You can use a picnic table, but it's good to have. Now, you can always also have, to keep yourself from bumping your head on that right there, or on this thing that is in the line, out of the line of vision, you can whack your head on it. It hurts, I know. I bought this little gadget, this clothesline bungee thing, to cover it so that nobody walks into it. Has little clothespins, and I hook a bright pillowcase on it. Dish towel is kind of shrunk, so I don't use that, but hang anything you want. It lets people know that they can't walk through it. It's a reminder. Excellent thing to have. Little clothesline on a bungee. My little caddy organizer. I'm about to put my bananas in it also and add them. That keeps everything I want. Compact and tidy on here. Take it outside with your fixings in it for your barbecue. Nice gadget. Dish drain. Rinse your vegetables. Let things dry off. And roll it back up and put it away. Okay, another thing that's unnecessary to go camping. You really don't need it to go, but you might really want to have it. I know I did. Is a walking stick. They laughed at me when I said I wanted to get one. We were in the mountains, going down to a stream, waterfall. It was great. Getting ready to come back up. When there were tree roots, I could get my footing in between all these roots because I had a walking stick. The others were not so lucky. And I actually have 2 of them. And it's great. It's like a skier needing ski poles, a hiker needs walking sticks. Another unnecessary must-have or want to have is a little step stool like this. This can go under your step. It can, if there's a big difference in the levelness and you have a big drop, you can put it there. This particular one has foldable legs to tuck under, so it's nice and flat, and adjustable. So you can leave the back higher, bring the front lower, put it in front of your camp chair, you have a nice footrest. You don't need it, but it's nice to have. Okay, two last gadgets I'd like to show you. You want a dehumidifier, which is great. Takes out a lot of water in the air. See, this is what I got in ours. So there is condensation, even though you have your camper closed in. One of my favorite things is the Govee. It checks the temperature and the humidity. I put it in my refrigerator, and it's great so that when you're getting ready to go camping and you start your refrigerator, you want to make sure it's up to temperature before you start putting food in. It's a great thing because it is connected Bluetooth right to your phone. From the outside, you can even check it. So I think this is a great little gadget. So that's my list of unnecessary items. You don't have to have them to go camping, but I really like them and I really want to have them. If there's anything that I missed that you think would be good and I would enjoy, please let me know. It would also help other campers know. And since the camping community is really good at sharing things, feel free to leave a comment or others can leave it so that they could see what we've got. If I gave you information that you like, please give me a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. All right? Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.